Hey guys, Okay, wait, no, you start. No.
Holy fuck.
Pause. Okay. Hey everyone, thanks for I am having a hard time.
I think we all are high. Could we have gotten contact?
Well, I'm gonna save all these things and use it as bloopers, so then eventually we'll put it.
Oh no, this is the intro. This is going in.
Oh,
from your first high.
I don't know how to start it.
What do you mean?
I don't even know. Hey guys. This. Okay, no. Hey guys, this is this. Guys, don't listen. Stop listening. I don't know what I'm saying.
Do you get contact high?
I don't know.
I think.
What's happening? Well,
no, I think that happens.
I never smoke.
That definitely.
Oh yeah.
That definitely happens because when I was with my ex, I'd get so high,
Josephine.
and sometimes Josephine, she'd say shit to me sometimes, and I'd be like, "Are you fucking high? That was the wildest shit you've ever said to me. Like, just like crazy." Because we're both like, "Wait, that was dumb. Why did we?" What was that even a question?
Yeah.
But it was just so funny. We just die laughing about it. And it's just like,
Maybe
that's how I feel right now. I feel like that's
if I'm honest, I'm a teeny tiny bit scared right now.
That's a telltale.
And I wasn't 10 minutes ago. I'm in my own house. I couldn't be more confident.
In his own house. Don't fucking kill me.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, holy fuck.
No, I'm getting hot
Okay.
again. Jesus Christ. I'm in menopause.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey guys, how are ya? This is Stell
This is Sarah.
from
Good.
Every gay sex. Wait, what? Are we starting? What's going on?
She said, "How are you?" I said, "Good."
Oh my god. Okay. Let's
Woo,
pull it together.
Okay,
as a team.
Yeah,
here.
this has been a rough
start
to our intro. Fucking hell. All right.
Okay. So,
Episode 5.
Okay, let's one more time.
Okay.
Just roll into it.
Okay.
Hey everyone, it's Sarah.
I need to go just one more time.
Okay.
Sorry, you sound like I don't know.
I sound
like
yeah,
I'm calling a sex hotline and it's Sarah answering the phone. That's how
I could easily do that job.
Yeah.
I've been told I have a
Yeah.
good
Okay.
hot voice. Anyway, it's fine.
Alrighty.
Didn't you though?
Yeah.
Like Findom, wasn't that it?
Yeah,
You'd call them and
kind
be
of,
like,
yeah.
"You piece of shit.
Yeah.
Send me
Yeah.
$200."
Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I the I've
That's
done
fucking
phone
good
sex.
shit,
as well.
And the guys
So-
on the other line, like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, piece of
Like,
shit. Yeah, tell me."
That's actually what it is, guys. It's very
Jesus,
scary.
that's so fucked
stuff.
up.
Okay.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Stell
Hey, it's Sarah.
and this is
Every gay sex. Thanks for
episode-
joining.
episode friggin'
5. Episode 5.
Holy jeez, welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah.
This far.
Yeah, we have our lovely producer.
Producer here with us. Yeah.
Oh, you went full hoser, by the way. You've got such a Canadian thing going. You're like, "Oh yeah, geez. Hey, welcome to episode 5.
Sometimes it
hey."
happens when I get really high.
Yeah. For the record, Stella's high right now.
Oh,
just so everybody knows.
It's just been one.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
How was your day today?
It was alright.
What have you been up to?
Fuck. What did I do this morning? I got up.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
And sometimes that actually is the hardest.
That was hard. It's because I heard my cat like she was trying to puke, and I was like, I hate that
I'm
sound.
tired of your cats at this point.
Bro, I'm like,
They're
dude,
either
it's-
shitting
it was,
themselves,
No, it was
they're throwing
literally.
up.
I shit you not. It was literally 5:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I hear like.
No, don't do it. Oh no, not that. No, I know the noise. No.
And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I can.
Was she beatboxing?
Yeah. All of a sudden, lights are like.
Yeah. The lights are flickering.
She's got 2 glow sticks.
I have, okay, you know what this reminds me? I have these little mini fans that you stick
Mini
on a
what?
finger.
Fans?
Little hands.
Oh, hands.
They're like
yeah,
miniature hands,
yeah.
and you stick them on your finger. And I'm playing with them a lot recently, like not by myself, like with other people
Do you
in my house.
masturbate with those?
No, absolutely not.
That's not true. She's lying.
No.
Is that maybe a sexual turn on, having a giant puss so you use those little hands?
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but I ripped a bowl with them the other day, and it was really fun.
I think you posted it on
Yeah,
Instagram.
How-
Yeah.
How'd you get get the lighter lighter with those little things.
So I didn't. I had a little
Oh.
match.
Oh.
I was like,
A match. Oh my god.
in my hand, it's so funny because you can see my hand with the little finger, and it's like trembling. And it's like, and right before I go to light it. No. Jesus. Anyways, that was sidetracked. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was good. I woke up early. Just watched some Netflix, and then
You didn't go to work?
no, I'm off March break,
Oh,
baby.
oh, nice, nice.
March
oh, that's really
break.
good. Oh,
But
shit.
it kind of came in handy. I'm a little under the weather, so that's why my voice is a little hoarse.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's yeah.
But yeah, I know. And then I did some laundry, just like low key. It feels like a Sunday where I do all my stuff. I clean my house,
God's
like
day.
you know. And
Perfect
then
time to talk about gay sex.
yeah.
God's
What about you?
day.
How was your day?
Good.
Okay, it's not even.
Yeah, my day was good. Just
Yeah.
work and came here. So
Oof, Julian.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Pretty standard day. Did an episode of my podcast today,
Ooh.
Nice.
and yeah,
Shout it out.
shout out Julian Dion show with Jen Grant. Go ahead.
There you
Yeah.
go. Hell yeah.
yeah, there it is.
You know what? I actually watched one the other day and I was like, yo, this is goals.
Their podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always watch the clips that you post because when I saw her in the driveway, I was like, she introduced herself and I was like, oh, I already know who you are.
Yeah.
I've seen your podcast like a celebrity.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's what I just like, I don't know. I love that. Because you guys are married and that's just like, what a way to spend your
Keep
time.
the spark.
Yeah.
alive.
I just
Yeah.
feel like laughter is so good in a relationship that it's
Yeah.
just like,
That's so true.
it's
That's
just
so cute.
It just like
People
keeps the spark.
often will be like, "Wow, you're both comedians. Like, it must be nonstop laughs at home." I wish you could do like a Family Guy type cutaway to us, just like on the couch, like watching TV
Yeah.
in complete silence.
just fucking
Yeah.
silence.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one's talking.
That's funny.
Holy fuck. Yeah, that's so good. But
Okay, so today.
on that note, you mentioned something earlier about masturbation with the little tiny hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that works out because that's
we
what
are.
we're gonna
Well,
talk
we're
about
talking.
today.
Yeah, we're talking masturbation, and kind of the headline on that is sexual independence and
Yeah.
the importance of such.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Jeez.
Stella masturbates 16 times a day. And I just want to start there. I just want to get the ball rolling on that note. Go ahead.
You know what? I actually called my friend on the way here, and I told her that we were gonna have this episode, and that I bet you $1,000, the first thing Sarah does is out me. It's not 16.
If you had to put a
6
real
at
number
least.
on it, though, being real, how many times?
Yeah. No, like 6.
Yeah, like 6 or 7.
Yeah, but doesn't it after?
Sometimes like more. Like it really depends.
In
Sometimes
one
like
sitting?
no, like maybe like 5 or 4 times first time, and then like whatever 4 later on or
So
something.
But doesn't
10?
each
No,
orgasm
always.
get worse?
No, it gets better
No.
for the most
Really?
part. Yeah,
In one sitting?
first one's always great. But
Yeah, the
like,
first one's always the best. Yeah, for sure.
But like I've got like some days I don't do it at all.
Yeah, for sure.
Because as a guy, when
Yeah.
we jerk off, if you do it 6 times, by the end there's nothing coming out, so it's not satisfying. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? It's
Oh,
just like it's a
gosh,
yeah.
straining feeling. You're just like, ugh,
Training.
what am I doing?
That's funny. Yeah, no, I think like the first time is the best. But if women have a shorter period of time in between orgasms. Like you can come again quicker
Oh,
than
yeah.
with men.
It's unreal.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fucking
But-
magical.
Yeah, but I just feel like that third, fourth time, you're not climbing the mountain and peaking the same way as the first.
Well, yeah, but
Well,
like
Stella's
it's
a
shorter.
masturbation expert, so we
Okay.
should actually listen to her. Go ahead.
Okay, no. I don't know. I know what I like. So it's just like,
What do you use? Just your hand?
fuck yeah.
You drive manual all the time.
Full manual.
That's insane. She drives stick shift 24/7.
You ever felt the difference between my forearms?
Gross. Okay, no. I will not be feeling
You'll know
that.
I'm a righty.
Oh my god. Why don't you have a vibrator if you masturbate that much?
I don't know. I tried it with, well, like, not really. No, I didn't even. But like, when I did have a vibrating one, like with one of my exes and I had bought a dildo together, and then we used it like for her, and then when she wasn't there, like I'd use it sometimes, and it just, I don't know.
The
It was
dildo,
good.
that's different things though. 'cause
No,
the
but it was
dildo, like-
vibrating.
okay, but are you inserting it?
Both, I guess, a little both.
Okay.
But it's like, but even then, like, it wasn't pleasurable. Like, well, I don't know, like, it was, but
It's probably better to stay in manual, because the more I feel like using a vibrator all the time, then when you go to have sex with a partner, it's a bit harder for them to.
See, I heard that once, and I'm like, and apparently they were like, yeah, that's a thing. Like it.
Well, your clit gets used to such like pointed, like intense. Like stimulation,
it's
very
like,
intense
it's like,
stimulation.
Oh yeah, well, it's just like so much more intense, and I don't know. I just like and that just I don't know. I know what to do. I know what I like. I've had some practice.
Yeah, no, I think doing it by hand is. I always have my nails done.
Yeah,
so
but like
I can't.
On yourself, you can't.
No, I couldn't. No.
Really?
No. No, I couldn't. No. And I would use a vibrator anyways. But the other day I used a wand for the first time. And I always make fun of people that use them because I thought they were for geriatrics. But I used one and it was I have never, ever, ever felt an orgasm like that ever in my life. It was the craziest. And I'm not saying it was the best finish of my life, but it was different. It was like, I'm going to buy you one, actually.
Like a Hitachi wand thing?
Oh my God.
Is that what you mean?
It looks like a microphone.
Yeah, those white.
Yeah.
Is
that what that's fully called?
But like with a bullet, I'm like stimulating the clit and I'm moving it around and I'm doing things. With this wand thing, you literally just take the microphone looking part. It looks like a whole karaoke night. Honestly.
I know.
It's better.
I've seen.
And you just press that intense vibration right on your clit and just kind of hold it there. Oof. It's insane. And I said
that's fucked.
When I did it and I was like, okay, that was fire, but I couldn't do this every day. Like, so I can't. Like I just because it's actually too intense. It's actually too crazy.
I feel like that would hurt.
It was just like fucked. It was just crazy. So
damn.
I think it's good to do. Look at this. That's exactly what it looks like. I think it's good to do a bit of everything. And I like the new ones that are like the sucking motion.
Okay, I did see something like this. It was like
the rose thing.
Yeah.
So I do like. I think it's good to mix it up to keep your clit guessing. You know? Yeah. Nothing too predictable.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Oh damn! But like, you gotta admit, it's fucking empowering.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Okay. So I have a story that I want to share.
Okay.
This is pretty crazy. So I have a friend, a woman. Okay. And how do you what?
Go on.
You just dribbled? It's such a turn
so
on.
I wanted my own chin.
No. Okay. I know a woman. This is not. This is a platonic. This is a friend.
Okay. Yeah.
She's 43 years old. Mm-hmm. She was married for 17 years. She has 2 kids. She's divorced now, just recently. We were chatting the other day, and she said that she experienced her first orgasm this year at 43 years old.
Holy fuck! Could you
Unbelievable.
imagine that?
Married for 17 years. So she was one of the women that was saying things like, "Oh yeah, like." I think I finished. I think I had an orgasm. I probably did.
What?
You don't think, like, if it happens, you know.
Totally know.
To be 43 and I'm like, you never masturbated? Like, even like when you were younger, like, or like when your partner was away for the week, like she just like never, ever, ever explored herself sexually.
It's
like
wild.
That. It's insane. And so she just ended up with a different partner and like just this year, and he actually gave a fuck enough to ask, what do you like?
Okay, that's good.
Because she was married for 17 years and this guy never even said, does that feel good?
Oh my God,
like,
really?
And this is where I'm going to ask the audience, are the straights okay? Because what the fuck is that? Julian, are they?
Have you done that? Have you asked a girl, like, well, before
did
your wife,
come?
like even with your wife, when you started sleeping with your wife, like, did you ask her like, what do you like?
Good?
What feels good? Like, is this the right place? Like, have you ever done that? God, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think of like how.
Well, just does this feel good?
Yeah.
Or did you finish? Like when a guy, like there's this fucking.
Usually our faces are really close. I go, yeah, you fucking like that? Yeah. Yeah.
I know, but maybe she's lying when she answers.
Well, no, you can tell when.
Yeah.
Girls fake.
I don't know.
I've never. Well, I've never.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, you can usually tell a fake or a real one. There's muscles that are moving involuntarily.
Yeah, I guess
You
you're
can
right. Yeah, I
kinda
guess you're right.
If you're able to move those muscles to fake it and fucking twitch, I mean, she should be an actor, first of all.
Yeah,
She's in a long line of work.
Yeah.
But no, you can. I don't know if we've had specifically the conversation like, what do you like? I guess just by like trial and error. I guess. But,
Yeah.
I think that like
I think
there's
that's
this
so important.
But there's this, like, because I was dating men for most of my life up until a couple years ago. And there's just this idea around sex is over when the guy comes. Because, like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's sex. It's when he finishes, then we're done. Like, and especially when we're younger and we're all just getting to know how to have sex, sort of thing. That, like, a lot of these men aren't really taking the time to take it that step forward into what feels good. Did you come? Hello? Like, is that not bare minimum? Why is the guy finishing the end of sex?
well, boys do, but men.
Oh,
men
ooh.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's
Sure.
true. That's
I mean,
true.
it's-
But like with women, it's not.
Yeah.
It's so different.
I find like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't think I really did that at first. I didn't know. I was fucking young and I was scared and
There's something that so when you and I've talked about this a ton, there's something that hits our ego when we're hooking up with a girl. I don't really want to ask, does this feel good? Or should I go faster? Should I go slower, higher, lower, like whatever. But we have to just get past that, like that ego.
Yeah.
Because sex is so much better when you're
so much
able to
better.
communicate that. Like
Oh my
what you
gosh.
like and what you don't
well,
like.
that's the thing, right? And I you're right. I think it's like a huge thing on ego and like because I remember this feeling of not wanting to ask, and so I wouldn't. And then like when I started kind of growing up and just kind of being like, fuck, what? Why not? Like this was like recent, like
This was last week.
like maybe 2 days ago. No,
No, it was this morning.
no, like it was like within the last like 3 years when I really started kind of slowly growing up, getting my shit together. Like I started, and then like I dated someone for 2 years, so I kind of like we didn't do it a lot. Like yeah, we did. Like I guess us sometimes, but like I can honestly say it wasn't the greatest communication at all. And then I started seeing with this person like not too long ago, and like the first person I've ever had to communicate with. And it was nuts. Shut up. Sex was crazy because like, and it did kind of feel weird. It wasn't actually crazy sex. It was just good.
Shade. Oh.
Probably on her end it was just good because like you know there was like some more factors that like she didn't finish all the time and like it burst in my ego.
But that's okay. Wait, let me touch on that. Sex is not just when you finish either.
No,
like,
I know.
And with two women, I mean, like we can just be going back and forth, like eating each other out,
Yeah.
like finger each, whatever it is, and then maybe we don't finish. Like there is that such a heavy pressure to make your partner finish,
Yeah, fuck.
and then you're down there for a while, and like women's. Okay, and I'm not a professional. I this is just my opinion. Women's orgasms are like, for me anyway, and the women that I've been with, it's like 75% mental and like
Yeah, well,
25%
that's the
the
thing.
actual physical movement going on around there.
Right? And so she was like mentally, she's like, I just get really in my head. And I get that. I can fully relate to that because like that's kind of how I am a lot of the time. And that's part of the reason why like I'll sleep with girls and like they'll be like, do you want me to do you? And I'm like not. And
I don't
like,
want the pressure
and-
of having to finish. Like,
yeah. So that's actually why I'm like
still on
more
top.
okay. Yeah.
I know
but-
I am too. Honestly,
but
I
like
realized,
that's
yeah.
why like I like would rather make sure like and like it's the same thing though. I like want to make them finish, and so like I will
good
go
feeling.
forever.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling, you know. And like,
but the feeling when they're going down on you and you're like, and it's nothing against the person, but all of a sudden you're thinking about what groceries you need to do the next day, and if you
My
changed your
brain
laundry
goes,
over, and then you're like, but then you start to think, okay, she's been eating me out for 15 minutes and I
like, oh my
haven't
God,
come yet,
yeah.
and now there's too much pressure, and now I feel bad because
jeez.
I'm now concerned that she's stressed that like there's
Get
just
out
too
of my
much
head,
stress.
get out of my head.
Right? And then I'm just like, okay, everybody just stop. And that's what I'm saying. We can stop there and still call it a great night.
Right?
It doesn't have
yeah,
to be
and you know what?
intense.
She actually taught me that because I was pretty butthurt the first time. I was
Yeah.
like, "What the hell?"
I didn't make
But
you come.
I wasn't
What the
trying to
fuck?
be mean or anything, and I was just kind of like, I was really in my ego. Like, I was like super bruised there, and I was like, "What the heck?" Like, I've never not made,
Yeah.
you know, and like I was like, this is new for me, like, and then she was like, it's really not you at all. Like she's like, and honestly, like you saying that kind of puts pressure on me even more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, you're right. Like I'm sorry. Like, and then eventually, like it got easier, and like, and when I did make her finish finally, like it was like really good,
Rewarding.
and it was like it felt like almost better because like I was also like, is this what you like? And we actually talked about it, and it was like, you know what? Like, why was I being so weird about this? Like this, if this makes it better for you, then why the fuck am I not doing it?
Yeah, like I hooked up with a girl a few months ago, and when I was eating her out, she said I guess I must have been fingering her, and she grabbed my hand and just moved it a little bit, and it took everything in me to not like react, because my ego immediately, I was like, wow, what the fuck, like you don't, but every vagina is completely different, and also I always have acrylic nails, so if I'm touching somebody with my hands, I have to be very, very careful. So I obviously am not as comfortable with that. I'm more comfortable with my mouth. So
That's like trauma for me.
like, acrylic nails on your clit.
No.
So, but her grabbing my hand and just moving it a little bit to where it felt better, that doesn't need to be an ego bust to me.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I totally agree.
But it was.
It was.
But it didn't. I made her come twice. Shout out. Can't say your name.
Stop.
And then
Don't
what did she
tell me.
do?
Give us a
Nothing to me.
name.
Okay. Her name was Rosie.
That's my mom's. No, absolutely not.
I only need a different one.
Fuck is wrong with you, my
That's all I
poor
can think of.
mother?
Okay, no.
God, mom, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry.
Okay, no,
And
I'll
also
think of a different
You shouldn't
one.
be listening to this.
Okay, no. Her name was Rhonda.
You're like, her name was Rosie.
Okay, and Rhonda, I made her come twice. Stella knows this story to go on, because I made her come twice, and then I sat there kind of like waiting for
Oh,
for
God, yes.
the court, the ball to change hands, and she didn't do shit. She didn't do shit, and then I just got dressed and I left. And then I probably called you and was like, bro, I came all the way out here, and it was in the middle of a snowstorm, risked my life,
bro,
to like, and of course I was, anyway, you know what? It's just the worst. And then she ended up like dumping me because I was shitty apparently. But anyways, shout out Rhonda. Like,
you know what?
XOXO.
That name. I'm sorry. I see it.
Yeah, you know you.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
That is fucking jokes.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a hard one for me.
That just
Am I
killed
ugly?
me.
Why did she not do shit?
Oh, jeez.
Then I called her
man,
and
that
then
just
she got
got
mad
me
at me. But anyways.
so good. Oh.
Anyways, Rhonda, no
shame.
like,
no shame.
honestly,
Too
great girl. Silence amongst the crowd. Anyways, sexual communication, super key. Can even be hot.
I think it's hot now.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
honestly, like, I think it's like also a maturity thing. And I'm at this like weird new level in my life that I'm not really used to, but like, I like it, and I'm like, this is good. Like, why? Like, I feel like it's okay to ask this, and I feel like it's hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What about, just kind of on that lane, what about incorporating, this is also, okay, when sleeping with men, when I would recommend that because I would get in my head and I couldn't finish.
Yeah.
And then I would say, let me just use my vibrator. Like, we could be having sex, like penetration sex, and I'll rub my clit with my vibrator or with my hand, and then he always felt like he was still participating, which he was. It was a team effort, okay? But how do you, so like, and then now for us being with women, do you like having toys
I don't mind
incorporated?
at all. Yeah, I like. It
doesn't
support
upstage
it.
you?
No. I'm like, sure, yeah, fuck it. If it makes it better, then again, like, why?
Because there's always like multiple things. Like, she could be,
and I can do multiple things at a time, like all those things at a time. At the same time, I'm like, I have like 7 hands grow out of me.
Yeah. You could do everything. You could, like, do the dishes.
I can,
finger her. Okay.
I'm honestly, I'm doing all of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But like and like if they ask, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Well, because you could be like just like fingering her while
Yeah.
she's using the vibrator on her
100%.
clit.
And, or sometimes
Crazy.
like if my fingers are just getting like cramped, I can just fucking use the vibrator as penetration and
Yeah.
then like
Eat her
Eat her out.
Yeah, yeah. Because using a vibrator on somebody else, and maybe I just don't have a ton of experience in it, but it is a bit harder because it's a very intense like power point that you're
Yeah.
holding, and so if you're not in the right spot, because it can like not hurt, but if you have the
Yeah.
vibrator too much on one
Oh,
part
yeah.
when it shouldn't be, so it almost like that's better if she does that
Yeah,
herself
yeah.
while you're eating her out,
for sure.
doing the dishes. Not even in the room, maybe in a different room.
I could be in a completely different room.
As long as I can hear her.
Yeah, we're good.
That's perfect.
That's all I need.
That's funny.
No, but yeah, I'm not opposed to it at all. What about you?
Having toys and
Yeah.
no, that's fine. I am happy to do that. I'm excited about when I'm getting. I've never used a strap on me
Okay.
or like being the one wearing it or being the one taking it,
No
and I'm excited to
way.
do that at some point.
I forgot that
in
you
the
said
future.
that.
Yeah,
I haven't used it a lot.
I'm surprised that you don't use it a lot.
What?
I just feel like I don't know. I feel like you. I don't know.
Because I'm a top.
Yeah, because you're a stone top. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
I get this weird.
What's a stone top?
A stone top, or also known as a touch me not.
Okay, I'm not touch me.
No. I'm just answering the question. A stone top is somebody that tops and doesn't do anything else. Okay, so there's like.
What do you mean?
I'm a stone top. I don't like. But that's because I'm so
But you are
insecure.
sometimes a sub.
A sub.
Well, what's a top and a bottom in
Sub.
lesbian world?
Okay,
The bottom.
here I'll break it down. Okay, so top would be the person doing the things. Like if I'm top.
But you don't necessarily have to be,
I was gonna bring
though.
you to it again.
But no, but I've like been a top energy and been on the bottom.
No, yeah. I mean, and ultimately, everybody's a switch, which is that they can do to others and enjoy having things done to them. There are some women, and I think it's a gender issue that, like, okay, some women that are very, very mask presenting that struggle with. You don't need to raise your hand. That struggle with the idea of like having things done to them because it kind of triggers a gender issue with them if they're like or if they're non-binary and they might not.
For me, it's like again, like it's all about being in my head, right? Like I'm just like so in my head that I'm like it's gonna take me forever, or I don't know, like I like I'm like currently going through some like body.
Kind of not necessarily gender, but
No, not necessarily gender, and like I'm just like body parts. I'm like I don't really want these anymore. Like
so you might do you want to talk about
well,
that?
Why? I want to get top surgery, and like I just don't think like having boobs makes you a girl.
Yeah.
I love being a girl, and I want to like for now like I like to identify as one, but I just don't think I have like I don't want my boobs. One of my best friends has said, Stell, even. He's like, I can remember when you were like 15 years old and like even younger. And he's like, we were kids and you didn't even know what that was. You didn't even know you were gay at that time and you hated them.
Yeah.
He's like, I remember you saying how much you hated them when you were a little kid. And he's like, and this is 10 years later, Style, and you're like 12 years later, like, and you're still like in the same position that you're like,
Well, and somebody that isn't super comfortable with their boobs might not like having a girl suck on her nipples.
No,
you know,
not at
like
all.
you
And
probably don't love
so,
that.
like, I have a hard time.
Yeah.
Like when I get to eventually a point of being comfortable that I'll let them do stuff and then it's good after that. Once I do it once, like I'm good after that. But like my breasts are like a really sensitive spot for me, like topic wise, like and like when it comes to having sex with girls. So like I have a hard time getting like fully naked sometimes with girls because I'm like, I don't really want you to see.
Well, and like
I just don't
girls
like
will see the mask presenting lesbian as like so masked that they wouldn't have big boobs. Like it's almost like it doesn't fit. Like and that's I'm not saying I'm like that, but I'm saying there are some girls that are like
and so like I had a hard time kind of like I think that's a big part of it too. So it's like I'm trying to embrace it and like be more okay with what I have for now until I can figure out how to have the surgery and like and like and because it's expensive, it's fucked, and so I'm just like, okay, I need to save up for this, because like I don't qualify.
Because you're not gender re-identifying.
Yeah, like the doctor well, I don't even know if this is correct, so like if anybody knows this, but like when I went to go see a doctor, they were like, well, are you transgender or are you non-binary? And I was like, no, I identify as a girl. And they were like, okay. And then they brought me into another room and they were like, so we don't really do these and have them covered because like you're not transgender or
Why wouldn't you
non-binary.
just lie?
That's what I said.
I really like didn't even think about it in the moment. And like I remember hearing those words of them saying that they weren't going to do it because I'm not transgender or non-binary. And I remember they left. They're like, we're going to give you a moment. And they left the room and I still hadn't made any emotions. I just like sat there in silence and they left and I just like cried. I don't even remember like I like, you know, those cries that like you just won't stop coming out and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like at this point I'm not controlling these. Like these are just coming out. And that's where I was at. Like I've never cried so hard. I was just like, I felt like fuck, like this, like just such a level of like failure and like just discouraging. Yeah. And I was just like, I don't ever want to ask anybody about this ever again. So I took like, it took me 2 years to like ask a doctor again about it because I was so like scared of rejection again. And like over these 2 years, I've like still thought about like, why the fuck didn't I lie? And like, and honestly, like I could have lied, but like sometimes now where I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I'm not sure if necessarily would be lying, right? Like I could identify sometimes as like I feel like a non-binary.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I don't know, like, and there's so many like different levels of gender, you know, and I just like in how you identify. And so I guess I could just be whatever. To be fair, like I could say I'm non-binary and just kind of identify more though as a femme. I mean, not a femme, but like as like, you know what I mean, but like as like a female and like. But I don't know. But and initially, anyways, so like all that's to say that I'm trying to embrace it because like it's my body right now, and I am trying to be more mature about sex and about communicating, and so it's like.
But I can see how you wouldn't, like, if it was a random bar hookup, you might not be taking your bra off. Like,
yeah, I don't, and even like my exes, like, for as long as I remember, or no, for as long as I can remember, like. It took me a really long time to get to there. And then once I was there, I was good. And even, and I wouldn't even say good. I was like, 70-30 good. Maybe 60-40, honestly. Like I'd be okay with it, but then sometimes I'd be like, don't look at me covering up.
Yeah. Keep the sports bra on.
Yeah. Like I don't know. So it was just like, but I'm getting to a point, like we said, like, you know, it's like, why shouldn't we just embrace?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, life's pretty short, so it's hating our bodies is like a lot of wasted
But it happens, man, and it's like so common now. And it just sucks. Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. That got deep.
Yeah.
That got deep.
It did.
But anyways,
we were talking about tops and bottoms.
Yeah, and so like.
So you're not a stone top. I say that as a joke.
I would say, honestly, though, I would actually kind of consider myself a switch.
Yeah. So sorry, Julian, back to your like initial question. A top is the one that's doing the things and a bottom is the one that's receiving the things. The term pillow princess is a girl that only receives. Or like they will just lay there and be touched and play, but she won't actually finger someone or.
And I think like, top and bottom energy also have like to do with their energy, right? Like top
outside of the bedroom.
Outside of the bedroom, they're like more aggressive, like dominant, like you know what I mean. It's just about the dominance that your level you're giving.
Yeah, top is and dominant. Bottom is a submissive, which it all goes. Anything we're saying here can be heterosexual as well. Really.
Yeah, I guess.
The switch maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you can be. Like,
well, you could be a switch.
Well, because when I was,
but how would I be a bottom? Because
instead of you saying bend over, she'd be like bend over.
That's a whole other area.
Yeah, but I'm not a bottom.
Yeah,
or a switch. But yeah, because it's like with gay men, it's obvious what's top, what's bottom. That's why
you'd be surprised.
Okay, yeah, but if your partner was on top of you, but again, she's kind of topping.
But again, it doesn't actually have to be with like you getting anything done to you. I think it's just about the amount of dominance you're giving.
I thought it was just like what's going in, someone's putting something in, someone's getting something in.
Let's say she's like on top of you and giving you orders pretty much, or like, I don't know, she's doing the work and she's like,
wait. So if you're laying down and she's sitting on you having sex and she's like holding your arms over your head, you're bottoming right
you're
now.
bottoming. Fully.
What? Oh, my arms. I thought you said my legs over my head. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was picturing my legs behind my back, my head. I'm like, well, yeah, that's full-blown bottom.
Yeah, that's very bottom.
Oh, my
That's really
arms.
bottoming.
Yeah.
My arms. Okay.
Holding your arms
fuck.
over your head. Like I can picture doing that in the
That's
past.
hilarious.
And I'd consider like I'm in charge in that moment.
Yeah,
Your arms
it's
are
like-
over your head. I'm riding and
I'm crying.
top. You're crying. Yeah. So
Yeah, no, I definitely,
it's more of a gay thing, the top bottom switch.
yeah,
thing.
it's just kind of like,
but it's the
By the way,
dominant sub.
Can I say lesbian?
yeah.
Why does it feel weird every time I say
You can
it?
say lesbian, but you can't say this dyke.
Why every time I say lesbian,
Yeah, you got
I'm like,
there.
sorry.
It's not to offend anyone. Oh no, lesbian.
No, honestly though, it actually took me a while to like be okay. I don't know why. I always say I would say
dyke.
no. I would always say I'm gay, but I would never say I was a lesbian. And I just like for some reason for so long
yeah.
I felt weird saying it.
Yeah,
I felt
right.
like I was saying
Yeah.
something wrong.
But now
Or,
I
like-
feel like there's a difference between like I said like I use the word gay and lesbian interchangeably if I'm talking about myself, and then someone said, "Oh well, do you identify as queer?" And I'm like, aren't they all like? There's just so many words now. Like,
Yeah.
what is? I never use the word queer because I think it's not okay. I don't like the way it sounds. I find it's a weird word. Not the meaning. Just to be clear. Just don't.
Whoa.
No, I just like saying gay.
Yeah.
I think that's. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just I just like that word.
Yeah, I don't think it's not
Also, every lesbian sex doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
Every
yeah, every
Okay.
lesbian just
every dyke
I'm like,
sex.
what are you talking about?
Oh my
Oh
god.
jeez.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, that's pretty much it. Like, right? Like our top bottom.
yeah, the top bottom switch thing. But
Yeah, that kind of describes it.
yeah, our main kind of thing today was sexual independence, which and sexual communication.
Yeah, so, like, do you? Okay, you know what I want to kind of backtrack to? Your friend.
Oh, the lady.
Yeah.
The lady friend. Yeah. So yeah, actually, yeah, that is important. So as said, she had her first orgasm at 43, has 2 kids, like all that. That just tells me she's never been with somebody that cared enough to ask how things felt. The question of why has she not masturbated her entire life? That I'm not here to shame anyone.
No,
like
but,
some
I mean, you
people
know, for
are.
sure.
Some people are not comfortable like that. I've
100%.
met other people. Like I can think of another woman that I was seeing who hadn't had her first orgasm till like almost 30. And that's crazy to us, especially still because she whacks off every 30 minutes. But I think there's also a certain level sometimes around like religion and whatever that there's a shame to it.
Oh,
and so I'm not sitting here saying
didn't
everybody
think
should
of
masturbate all the time like Stell. But what I'm saying is I think there's a very heavy importance on knowing your own body, knowing what you like.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's like, again, that is like sexual independence, like knowing what you like, and it's like knowing that you can do this to yourself. And, like,
And you don't need a partner.
you don't
Okay,
need
so
anyone.
something else that I was thinking of when I was driving here that I wanted to share. So when I'm the oldest of 5 cousins, and when 2 of my other cousins, I think they were like 13 and 15. My grandma secretly, my grandmother, okay, like shout her out. I could name drop her. She won't listen to this. But she like used to be a principal. She's like teacher vibes. And she bought each of the girls their own vibrator.
No way.
When they were like 13 and 15. And it was like, but it was
Damn.
like very on the low because their mom would have been mad. Like,
Fuck
because
off.
like
Wow.
this, my aunt, and no, like this just
Grammy.
like, I know this, and it's every parenting style is different. I'm not a parent, so I'm not speaking to it. I'm just saying this aunt of mine was not providing sexual education at all. And they were raised in the south of the US. So it was like not spoken about. And my grandma just took it into her own hands and was like, I want these girls to know that they can do it themselves. So they each got their own little vibrator.
That's wild.
And that helped them learn. Like that was probably the first time they ever masturbated was when.
How old were you when you first masturbated?
I don't remember. Some people talk about like, oh, they were 12. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
What are you, Julian? Do you remember?
Probably 12-ish.
Boys, I feel like sooner than girls.
Honestly, I think I was
Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
She said 5.
No. That's fucked up.
Sorry.
That's fucked up. No, get out of here.
Yeah.
No, honestly, like, I'd say like 13, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like really deep in it.
What the fuck does
like,
that mean?
Like I just like I was
fisting?
Yeah.
No, I was like a fucking Energizer bunny.
So you've been masturbating a lot since you were
okay.
a kid.
I've chilled out, but it was worse when I was
chilled
younger.
out.
Yeah, I was worse when I was younger. I had a problem.
That's crazy. Because I was definitely like kissing boys on the playground at like 13. So I was probably masturbating around that time too. You didn't know. You were still kissing.
Oh no, my first kiss was a girl. Remember?
How old were you again?
How old are you in grade 9? Well, going into grade 10, so like 15, 16. Yeah, so like I hadn't done anything and like
So you were masturbating well before you had interest in anything with anyone else.
Yeah, but I do remember watching lesbian porn.
Ooh.
And that
how good is lesbian porn? Even when I was dating men, I watched lesbian porn.
Okay, do you support porn in general?
Support it.
Like what about watching it with a partner?
I've never done that,
okay.
but I'm a super, super jealous person. I have serious jealousy issues, so I would have trouble with that.
Even with watching porn? Really?
Really? You'd be jealous of the person watching porn?
Listen, I have a problem.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Damn.
I just wouldn't. I don't really watch porn myself. The only time I can think of watching porn was when I was... this is a bit revealing, was when I was in a relationship with a guy when I knew I was gay. I was watching a lot of lesbian porn then when he was at work. But,
I remember you saying this.
Yeah.
And you know what? I started, like, the only thing I knew as a kid was Pornhub. So
I didn't,
like, that was the only thing I watched until, like, I got older and people would say all these other websites, and then, like, there's this one website, I forget what it's called. It's like Bell something, and it's like run by women, women empowering, and it's like super intense with like women in general, making sure they're like feeling actual pleasure and not so like that this aggressive like.
Send me the link. Drop the link. Put it in the show notes.
Seriously, but you know what I mean? Like Pornhub is such a different kind of view on sex, and it's like fake. And you can tell it's fake. And so same with this site, you know it's fake and set up, but it's like it's way more like. I don't know. It just feels better watching it because I don't feel so as dirty. But like, if you like feeling dirty, why not go for it? But like,
yeah.
But
so with a partner, you watch porn with a partner.
I have, yeah. It was good.
What were you doing while you were watching the porn? Was it like mutual masturbation kind of thing?
I've done that, and I've also done it to them.
I love mutual masturbation. I think that's a really fun time.
I think so too.
So you've done to a partner while you're both watching porn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, maybe I could. I'm just, like, fucking...
Or, like, sometimes when they're doing it to me, I'll watch it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. I'm a jealous... I'm just jealous, and I'm possessive, and I wouldn't like seeing them feel pleasure from someone else's naked body.
That's fair, dude. That's
but
fair.
It's not. It's not.
Well,
like, it's not great, but
like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think you touched on something earlier about when you said the religious thing, because I was thinking about that when you asked if I ever asked a partner or my wife. She's the only person I've ever had sex with. What they like and whatever. I think there's a lot of like Catholic guilt intertwined into that deep.
Are you religious?
No, not at all. But I grew up. My parents are religious, and I grew up in a very religious home. I'm zero religious, but it's intergenerationally driven in your subconscious. There's like a guilt associated with it.
Yeah,
like big time. So it feels like you just like asking, what do you want and all this shit. It's like
too much.
Embarrassing almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
And for women too, like especially because women are taught to be so prim and proper and like that sex is like bad and that
Yeah.
like yeah.
Damn
all that.
it. Yeah, I just like, and you know what? I'm glad that she got to have her first orgasm.
At 43.
Well, fucking better late than never.
But yeah, and I think she masturbates now. Like
Good
now
for
because
her.
now
And
that
to
you
each their
know,
own, like obviously, like if you don't
Yeah.
like, we're not.
if you don't want to
shaming
masturbate, you don't have to masturbate. It's
But
not
that's
a
the thing,
forced
you know what I mean?
thing.
Like I think it's just really important to know your body and like know what you like.
Well, and to be able to relay that to a partner.
100%.
Because it's everybody's having a better time when you're
100%.
both feeling good.
It may feel awkward, but I find the end result is always better.
Communication inside the bedroom, outside the bedroom, all of the time
Key.
is just super, super key.
It's key.
For
It's
sure.
like literally the only key you need.
Yeah.
Well, not
so that's
only, but,
that's our take. We're like therapists
Yeah,
to say that.
100%. Maybe not. For legal reasons, we're not.
Yeah, for legal, yeah, we're not. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, jeez. But
Every gay's text with Dr. Stella and Dr. Sarah.
Oh my god.
could you imagine?
We know some things.
Oh,
We know enough. I think it's not necessarily about how much we know and the legitimacy. It's just about the fact that you and I can sit here and talk about it, because there are people that are going to listen to this that need to hear this
is
information,
so
that can
true.
relate to it,
And, like,
that don't have it anywhere else.
Yeah, and honestly, if you have any questions or even feel scared and just want to talk to somebody, fucking don't
God.
ask me questions because I do it a lot. Is
Yeah.
that what you're gonna say?
Oh no.
Oh, I thought you were like, yeah, message Stella because she's a fucking expert on it.
I feel like I've aired it out so much. I don't
Thank
know what
God.
else to say. No, but yes, we're definitely happy to receive any questions or even just stories and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, well, fuck, I can't wait to read everything.
yeah.
Oh,
All right. Well,
I'm tapping out.
yeah. Stella's gonna go masturbate in the bathroom.
Okay.
Between,
Yeah, between takes.
Between takes. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, seriously, and like and subscribe. Please keep watching.
And thanks for
Listening.
coming.